Good morning and welcome to the live show. It is October 8th. It's Tuesday, and let's see how the market is looking. How about that NMHI Nature's Miracle? Just went over it, said it was going to be popping, even posted it, and it was up about almost 100% this morning already. The heat map just changed over, and it's looking pretty green. Microsoft is a little bit red, down 0.40%, but Apple, Google, Meta, Amazon, and Tesla are all up, almost all up like point a half a percent, we'll say, give or take. And Nvidia is up 1.67%. So the only one down is Microsoft at the moment. So let's go through and see what's happening this morning. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It's not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. And how about that yang? We've been saying that the yin was going to be done. The yang is up this morning, and let's see, it wants to start curling. So we'll see if it can actually get out of the basement and really start moving if the two of them want to reverse. So we'll keep an eye on them for sure. But let's go ahead and go through Jolie's jumpers real fast and see what's going on in the market. Here we go. Let me hop over there and get to our Jolie's jumpers real fast. I know I posted them out just shortly to go. Here we go. AMBO. That one was running up in the after hours yesterday. It's back down a little bit, but it did pop. I saw it pop in the after hours yesterday. And let's see what it got up to. It ran up to like $4 or something crazy there. $6, 608 from 125 was its low. And today it opened at 435 and started to come back down. So it did run up yesterday in the after hours AMBO, but it decided to start coming back down. And it's an education and training services for the U.S. And I don't know what happened there. They must have had, they got some kind of contract or something. Um, Expands global reach with Hybrillion, and they got some kind of $1.3 million international licensing deal. So that's what they did yesterday. And BLMZ, that's at Bloom's. Let's see what that's doing. Let me look here. BLMZ. Let's see right here. It is today's date, 75 cents. What'd it do? It opened at 68 and it jumped up to 95. Its low is 68. It's sitting at 75, I mean. Not looking bad actually. That one could continue to run up a little bit today, BLMZ. So there you go with BLMZ's moving. Let's see what BLNK is trying to do this morning. Just flat right there, but let's see on mine. Oh man, I keep going to the last one. I have to change these around. Um I put the web bowl up, and I'm just so used to my trend spiders being the last set of charts that I usually go to. I just keep clicking on web bowl every time, but there we go. I just changed them so I can just go right there. BLNK though, here we go. But yeah, I do have the web bowlers up. So if I look at BLNK, for example, it does say in the pre-market, it's telling me it's not doing anything, $1.96 even on here. And but it does give me that. And so I come here and it's telling me 196, and it is opened at 204 and came down to 196 is what it's saying. So it's just sitting flat, but we do have the web bull as well just to get a look at the price to see if it is accurate now. So I added that and I signed up, and I'll post a link out if anybody else wants to sign up. You do get free shares if you sign up with this link. It's not a link that is a referral for anybody to get anything off of. You actually get free shares. So depending on how much you deposit there. So I'll post that link once again. Buru, that one was jumping up yesterday. Um, and then it started to, I think it moved again today. It was moving up a little bit more, opened at that 65, up to 85 right there. Yesterday it opened at 49, got up to 72. It closed at 61. So it's moving up, Nubaru, and that is that BURU, another one we were looking at and saying it was going to pop, and there you go, EDTK. Let's look at this one. This is a China company. It's moving around. Yesterday it was, that's for sure. EDTK, let me see. Today it is, that's yesterday for sure. Let me look at it on the web bowl and see if it's doing anything. EDTK. And it says closed at 106 and it's not doing anything. That's interesting, huh? So I don't think it is doing anything, and that's what it says. Mine doesn't even have today's date on there. But yesterday it did. Opened at 115, got to 116, its low as 106. So I'm not sure what's up with that bad boy, EDK. But it was moving around yesterday, that's for sure. OTRK. Let's see that one on track. That one is cruising up, huh? ONRK. OTRK. I'm sorry. Let me get that right. That's why it didn't come up. OTRK. Here we go. And it is cruising this morning. It's opened at 296. It got to 369. It's sitting at 315. And it looks like it can bounce around. It was jumping around yesterday, moving up. So kept some momentum there on OTRK and not looking bad. Let's see if Rivian is going to move. It opened at 1039. It's moving a little bit right there. Let's see. Nothing on that one. Let me just see what the price says it is here. 1049 it is, or that's where it closed. So it says it's at 1044 and down 5 cents. Let's see. Mine says 1045. Okay, so we looks like we're pretty accurate there. Opened at 1039 and it's at 1045 right now. So it does look like it is setting up Rivian, and we've been looking at that bad boy. SNAL, let's see it. Snail Inc. Didn't we just look at this thing? I know we did. And SNAL, I know we just looked at it recently and it did pop up the last few trading days. It was up Friday, it was up yesterday significantly, and then this morning it opened at 160 and got to 167, but yesterday it opened at 109 and got to 168. So I wouldn't chase the snail, but I think we definitely just looked at that one, SNAL. And Sober, I saw that moving yesterday as well. SOBR recently had a split. We probably should have been looking at it because it did. It split and popped. And today it's opened at 759. Its low is 668. It's sitting at 681, but it popped up to 1243 and it opened in the threes yesterday. So that was a split popper. It split on October 2nd and then got set up and boom. So we really have to look at these reverse splitters. VIRI, and we have a couple coming up. We know that, but VIRI looks like it's up 10 cents at least. Let me get a better look and see. It's up to what, 24 cents right now, opened at 15. Its high was 26. And I would look at this one, could be a little momentum play right now. So there you go with the Jolie's jumpers. Thank you very much, Asian Jolie, and greatly appreciate it. But they are our Asian or Jolie's jumpers, and I did post them out so that you do have them. So there you go. How is everybody this morning? Asian Jolie, Irish Lucky, Valeria S, Tuna Sub, Jimmy, Luis Rodriguez, and Lewis in Utah. How are we this morning? Have a great morning here. And there we go at our Jolie's jumpers. Let's go ahead and look at the market. Everything was still up, and it still is, except for Microsoft is the only one down. They were all up basically like 0.5%. Now they're moving around a little bit more. So Microsoft's down 0.42%. Apple's up 0.73%. Google's up 0.49%. Meta's up 0.70%. Amazon's up 0.64%. Tesla's up 0.93%. And Nvidia's up 2%. So Nvidia we thought was going to be moving a little bit more, and it sure is. So let's go ahead and look at our crypto really quick. Let me just hop on my app real fast and see what it's doing. It's at 62,500 for Bitcoin. And let's see what the setup looks like as it pulls back down a little bit. Yeah, I didn't think it was getting through that line the other day. So it is pulling back, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. Looks like it's going to come back down to the 100 right there, and then probably get set back up. And that's Bitcoin. Ethereum's at 2,433. And let's see. It did hit the 100 or the 50 right there and the line. It didn't even hit the line. It just came down. So I didn't think they were going to get cruising through this time. They just didn't have that look. Solana's at 144, and Yeah, that's pulling back, hitting the line. And I'm not saying it's not going to curl back up in the next day or so, but it just didn't look like they were going to do it today. For whatever reason, they just didn't look like they had that type of momentum. So crypto, we're gonna have to wait just to watch it set up again and really get crossed through. But they're building nice bases here, so that is a good thing. And then they can get moving once again. So, how are you, Luis Rodriguez? We have a couple more that were going pretty big this morning. BPTH as well. That one was running up. Let's look at it. BPTH. That one, 93 cents up to $1.20. It's sitting at $1.05, $1.07. And that one looks like it's jumping around right now. BPTH. So that one's moving. GRI, one that we were looking at recently. Let's see what it's doing. Says it's up right there. Let me look. 35 cents it opened at, and it got up to 51. I'd say it moved a little bit, and that's one we just looked at, and it doesn't look too bad. It's sitting at 40 cents and could continue to keep momentum. And of course, our nature's miracle right there, NMHI. That one was cruising, like I said this morning. It got up probably almost 100% for us. Ran up to 34 cents, opened at 14. It's sitting at 24. So you can see the web bowlers were catching it early, and it's still up though. But there you go with the web bowl and how you can see that you can trade them early. Irish Lucky was doing well with it this morning. I just posted it, said it was looking good, and boom, there you go. So there's just another one right there. And let's go ahead and look at our big caps real quick. Let's see what the SPY is doing. It's up 209, sitting in a pretty good spot, but it looks like it almost has to pull back. Let's see. We're gonna have to see how it opens if it can really curl up, but it is super bullish. Maybe not this week, but these things want to pop off right there. So let's roll through these Mag 7s and see what they're up to. And the video is the one that was up. We knew it was going to jump just because of where it was yesterday. So it is up 2% right there for NVIDIA. Apple is up $1.57 and doesn't necessarily have to really start popping up. I think it's going to hold itself. It's just kind of keeping itself from really dipping down. So it's going to try to hold itself around this 222, 223 area, maybe even the 220s. But yeah, it wants to hold itself right there. And again, it's just setting up super bullish. So we're going to keep an eye on Apple as it gets set up. Just watch for them dips. Google's up 77 cents, and they have that antitrust thing going on. But another one setting up to be crazy bullish, and it should roll off the MACD. I don't know if this one's going to come down and cross through it right there. Amazon's up $1.10 this morning, and it's another one just kind of making a base down here above the 50 at that 179. It's at 181. So I think we're just making that base right there to get set up to move. Meta is up 385, but it did pull back pretty good yesterday. It's at $588 and it's staying in the top. I mean, this thing just doesn't want to come out of the top, and it is bullish. I mean, I can't believe it. It should want to pull back, but they just keep dropping. They keep dropping news, and Zuckerberg keeps becoming a richer and richer guy. So the thing just keeps on popping up. And it's in the top. I'm telling you, it'll have to correct itself a little bit, but it is moving. And I guess it's going to only come down into the 570s. It should have probably came into the 560s, but I don't even know if you're going to see that. And so we'll have to keep an eye, but it's going to have to cross through and come down pretty soon. So maybe you will see a nice little pullback, but again, just super bullish right there. And that's Meta, but it's going to have to do that pullback. MSFT, Microsoft up or down $1.64, and this one was pulling back. It is setting up super bullish, and now we're getting down to that bottom, and we'll probably start to bounce back off. So you can keep an eye on Microsoft because it was in the 440s like a week or two ago, and it pulled back to the 407 area. So we'll run it back up with the options, and boom, there you go with Microsoft. And our good old Tesla is up $2.42. And another one just kind of pulling back, just sitting on the 20 right there, cross down. But I think it's got to make a base. And this one's set up to run like 3 weeks out, like get really crazy again. So maybe after the election, this thing's going to get nutty, and I could see why. So there you go with Tesla, and yeah, that's just looking pretty solid, and it's not going to dip real hard. The 50s at 225. We're sitting at 243, and I'm not even sure you're going to see that again. But once it gets back to that 260, it's going to get to 280 pretty quick. So there you go with Tesla, and that is our Mag 7. And honestly, they all look pretty decent, but I would have to say Nvidia, just the positioning of it, and it's up 275 was looking the best. We said it last night. That was the one we said was looking the best, and it is moving up the best this morning, but they are all setting up to get really bullish. And like I said, Meta is just running up in that top, so it could run up pretty good today again because it doesn't want to come out of their top there. So let's take a look and see what else is going on here. The yang is up. We know that it's trying to curl up. We looked at it first thing this morning, and that yin is coming down. We looked at Nature's Miracle Holding and VIRI, and then the FXI is going to be coming down because that's the China large cap, and it is. It's out of the basement, so you're going to see these bad boys start coming down here. The yin's out or out of the top. The yin's out of the top. You know the yang's going to get out of the basement. There's what I meant to say, and they're going to start. That one's going to start moving. So it looks like there's the reversal. TIGR was running up like crazy. That's pulling back down. NIO is pulling down. So now maybe the China stocks are going to be over. XPON pulling back a little. GRI up. Nubaru is up a little bit. Um, RNAZ is down. NVIDIA is up right there. I'm just trying to see Logic Mark, LGMK. That is, let's see it pulling back a penny. Let's just see what it's trying to do here. It's still just riding on that line, but I'm not sure it's gonna. They only like to pop for a day or so, so you got to kind of take them and run with it. What did I just do? Don't want to do that. MLGO, that's a China stock. Let's look at it and see what it's doing. This one still wants to set up, it looks like. So keep an eye on MLGO. Is a penny stock, so they will continue to cruise. But the big caps look like they're coming down, like PDD, isn't that one too as well? China stock as well. Yeah, that one's coming down. So a lot of these China ones are definitely coming down now. And so yeah, the yin's coming down, the yang's going up, PEGY's pulling back a little bit. Peggy was looking pretty good last night, I thought, down a penny, and still just not ready, I guess. That little run up the other day, and now I guess it has to wait for the 20 to come down. So and Peggy PEGY, we'll just watch that one pull back a hair. SMCI is up some more. We were looking at that before. And that's that side. Let me look over here real quick and just see if there's any kind of craziness going on this side. And I look all over the charts. So ORTK is running up a little bit, and it looks like we already looked at every single one of these guys. That CETX, let's watch it because it was looking better yesterday as it was pulling back down there. It had just split, and this is a USA software company, and I want to keep my eye on this one today. CETX. Did I just do that? CET. I'm so used to the thing being right there. That's why. Oh, there's an open one here. That's why. CETX. Yeah, it's right there at the bottom. I could see this starting to curl up right there. So we'll keep an eye on what is it, CETX, and see what that wants to do as well. Let me see if you guys want to see anything this morning real fast. SMSI, that one is going to continue to move up. It's hitting the 50 though, so just beware that it is hitting the 50 right now. And see if it can get through that $1.19 area. That's where it opened up. It got up to $1.30, and we have to kind of see if it wants to keep the momentum today. It's a matter of if it wants to as it opens. Seems like it's going to be a pretty decent green day, it looks like anyway. So it should try to jump up over that, Lewis, and again, it has to get over that $50 mark and and keep it. Its high was right around there, obviously, and hold on, let me get SMSI, SMCI. And yeah, its high was what right there at that 50. So it's hitting it. It has to get over that and then stick over that. So if it wants to move some more, it's got to get over the $50 mark, and that's what you're gonna look for right there, Luis Rodriguez. But it has run up since we looked at it, and then let's look at that Smith. What is it? So SMSI. Let's look at that one because that one was looking decent before and it had a weird look. So I just wanted to see it real fast. SMSI, getting confused between CI and SMSI now. Holy cow. Um, but this one, Smith Micro, it's not even doing anything yet this morning. I can look on Webbull and see SMSI. Hold on, SMSI. Let's see if it is. Nope, it's not doing anything this morning, so we will look at it later, I guess. And it just had a funky look yesterday. That's why I wanted to just check it out. And it's been running up. I just couldn't tell if it wanted to continue or not. So I just wanted to take a quick look at that one. Let's see what else is going on here. Let me look over here on StockTwits real quick and see what's happening. And how about DJT? That one's moving up for us. Down from that $13 area. Now we're in the 18s. I believe it got to 19 this morning. Did it not? Um, 1937. I thought so. Yeah, DJT, the Donald Trump Media or Trump Media, it's called. That one's moving. Let's just see what's trending over here, and it's basically all red ones, like all the China ones. NIO, the Yin, BABA, SRRK. Didn't we look at this thing the other day when we were going through the scanners and we popped that up? I kind of remember. I have to go back. I kind of remember this one popping up. This one ran up huge yesterday and it's still up some more. I mean, it ran like crazy. You're talking, it went from like the sevens up into the $30 range. So this one ran like over 300%. And I swear we looked at it just the other day. Microsoft, Pepsi's back. Oh, Pepsi has its earnings today. And I was saying it looked like it was going to dip down. It is. So there you go with Pepsi. Let's look at them other ones real quick. ID, was it T? Yeah, IDT. Let's see. It doesn't look like it's doing anything just yet. Yeah, not doing anything just yet. Let's see the other ones. ACCD, that was moving. And it is moving some more right there. It opened at 443, got up to 490. It's at 450 right there, ACCD. And I believe they have some earnings today, and it is moving on that. I would be careful chasing it though, but we were looking at it last night. And SAR, and that one is kind of pulled. Nah, it's not even showing me anything right now. SAR. Yeah, definitely not. This one had that weird look yesterday, and it's not even. I wish it was showing us something right now. I'd like to see what it looked like, but it's not. And there you go. They're the earnings ones for today, and they've been popping like crazy, as a matter of fact. And there we go. And like I said, PDD, a couple of them trending are the big China ones that are pulling back pretty hard. And they're pretty red right there. And let's see what else. Anyone else want to see anything this morning? Let me just hop out and see what's going on real quick. Here we go. And here we are with our news. Let's see. Why the great gold rally is in danger of petering out. I'm not sure why, but the U.S. futures rise as focus turns to inflation data. The morning bid stocks stall. Hang Seng decimated, oil ebbs. I have no idea what that's even talking about. A surprisingly resilient U.S. economy lifts stocks again, and the stock market today is futures edge up and something grips the Chinese stocks, and there you go. That's our couple news stories. Let me just jump in here real quick and see if there's anything else. Boom, boom. I don't see anything real crazy this morning, so that's a good thing, I guess. So yeah, there we go. That's a pretty pretty solid pre-market. I mean, we just rolled through. Let me just make sure we did everything. Our crypto, like I said, our crypto is not coming through that line, so it doesn't look like it wants to curl through just at the moment. We'll keep looking at it today, see if it tries to get set up a little bit better, but it didn't look like it wanted to yesterday. And obviously it's not this morning, so we'll see if that reverses. So we did that. Our big caps and our SPY. Let's just make sure our SPY is still up today. $1.85. It's just sitting right there at what 569. I mean, it's sitting on that line, and I mean that thing is super bullish. I bet it's gonna make one of them hard curls up. Something's going on. I can tell you that because this thing just looks, it's in that look where you just know something's up. And all the other ones kind of have that crazy look too. Like they want to get super, super bullish and they're pulling back. So maybe here, let me look GAUZ real fast. Let's see if I doubt these are doing anything yet. The Israeli aerospace and defense, they're not even moving yet. So we did them last night, so nothing to really look at. Like I said, they look like they're setting up. They are bullish, but they're setting up for like couple weeks out as well. So we're gonna keep our eye on them. And yeah, there we go. Our market's pretty much a mixed. I mean, it's not too bad, and almost all the big caps are up except for Microsoft's the only one, or the Mag 7, I mean, is the only one that's kind of down. So nothing real crazy happening this morning. I mean, if anything, it's more or less the yin and the yang, and we hit the nature's miracle for about 100%, and a couple other ones we were looking at. But keep an eye on that yang because you're going to see them reverse, and this thing's making that big hook up. And the yin did come down out of the top, so I would assume it's just going to keep dropping down there. And it's down what 1697 down to the 40s. It was just at 60s yesterday, or at least real damn close to it. I think it was in 58, 59.26, and now it's at 41. So there you go. And it looks like they're going to be pulling back. I'm not saying it can't come back up because their 20's pulling back up, but as long as that Yang gets out of the basement, they should start reversing there. And the Yang's trying to do it. So we'll keep an eye on them. We kind of knew they were going to reverse a little bit. I mean, they were just running too high and too low right there. So keep an eye on that. The market isn't bad. I'll be updating it. I hope everybody has a great Tuesday. Lock in those profits and trade smart. And I will catch you guys later. Let me know if you just want to look at anything throughout the day. You know, I'll break it down. So there you go. And I will be around posting on social media, seeing what's going to be popping for the rest of the week and keep my eyes on a few things. So let's just trade them smart, lock in them profits, like I said, and crush this market. So have a great Tuesday, everybody. And I'll catch you later. Have a good day.